This looks okay.
Testing.
Okay.
Is it recording?
It is.
We got a new wide lens, so this may look a little different.
Super wide.
So we finally had some time to do some tiny home improvement, and we wanted to show you some of the updates that we've done to the bus so far. If you remember, the last time one of the biggest things we needed to address was this closet. Yikes. There were some things in the bus that we didn't really take the time when we had the space to work on it and we had the tools. We didn't really take the time to make those things as efficient or functional as they could be, and now I'm regretting it because now I'm having to get lumber and stuff, and I think all we have at this point is a jigsaw, so I think that's what I'll be making shelves with. But you know, no use crying over spilt milk. It needs to happen, and I'm excited to have better closet storage space. Well, I've managed to make an even bigger mess, but I'm trying to deal with the closet. It took me all day to decide how I'm even going to tackle it yesterday, but today I think I have a plan and I'm ready to get going. Okay, for those of you who are freaking out because I'm losing maybe 3.5 inches on this side, another 3.5 inches on the other side of the closet, so 7 inches we're gonna lose in storage space. And trust me, I didn't want to do it that way. I thought about it all day yesterday, but decided that I had to cover these cords or that they would just drive me crazy forever. So instead of making shelves that are really complicated and go around the beams in here, I'm just going to cover this up and be able to start with a mostly rectangular shelf shape. So it is what it is. When I have weird pieces that I need to make a template for, like I do now, this is in the closet, so I don't care if it's perfectly flush to the ceiling. But like when I had to make these pieces up here and stuff, what I did is I would take a plank, and I like working with these planks. I think it's a little easier than like a solid piece of plywood or something. You mess one of these up, you just do another one. That's what I like to use. They're lightweight, they're cheap. Anyway, so I trace this on a piece of paper. I cut that out, and then I put the paper up there and kind of warp it until it's the right shape and trace that, and that's how I get my template. Not perfect, but good enough. And we have a shelf. One down. I think I'm gonna do 2 more. We now have much better, not perfect, storage, usable storage, shelves that go all the way back. There's a space down here that we're going to put blankets and stuff once we finish that up. But there's little touch lights in here, and we can fit a lot more clothes. So I'm pretty happy about it. So really simple thing, but a little bonus to putting these bungees in here is now I can hook this to the bathroom door. So we found that we were keeping our broom here in the stairway because we were sweeping, you know, dog hair and dirt off the stairs all the time, but this kept falling in the way and it was really annoying. So we found these cool little pinch holders, and I think that'll be perfect. Over here, we found some cute little pockets because I had all this blank space and I knew it could be used for something. So now we have a place for poop bags.
Nice. Oh boy.
I have goodies.
So many goodies.
Took a look.
Tuka move.
So under here's where I keep all of my printing supplies and stuff for my business. And it was a disaster before. I literally just had trays stacked on top of each other, and every time I needed something I had to pull the whole thing out, spread across the counter. But I found these really great little stackable shelves that I think are going to work a lot better for me. So we found sometimes when we were hanging out on the couch, we didn't always have a good place to put a drink. So I found these awesome little cup holders that fold out. Check that out. Boom. I also decided to hang up our cast iron skillet because I know this is gross, but where we had it stored, it was getting dog hair on it. So now it's safe from that, and I think it looks cool and cabiny on the wall. So before, we had a ceramic tile under the wood burning stove, and it cracked, obviously.
This was done from the get-go.
So we found a good solution, I think, to fix that. This is just sheet metal with an airspace underneath it.
We also finally decided to get some plants we've been meaning to for a long time, and we just kind of kept putting it off, but we finally went with it, and we got some cool ones.
I think it really livens up the place.
Looks a lot better. Two down.
Aloe vera is actually something we can keep alive, but these look a little rough. That one's got new growth though, but it looks rough on the ends. I don't know. Oh, that's cute. Then we found these guys. Oh, it's strong. They have magnets on the back and thought that would be perfect.
So we just got the temporary, like, official drone certificate. How do we say that? How's the? It's the thing that is technically legal that allows me to fly legally. It's the temporary version, which is fine, but we'll be getting the permanent version soon. But legal.
Awesome.
Woo.
Look at that. You can look like that.
So if you are interested in getting one of these shirts, we do have a little bit of time left. I think the last day is Valentine's Day, so February 14th. If you do want one of these, they're super comfortable, they feel great, then now's the time, because after the 14th, they're donezo, so take advantage.
Usually Zach calls the camera for obvious reasons. I'm a little short.
Oh, this is hard.
Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, bye.
Bye.